Google's brand new Nexus 7 is jam-packed full of impressive specs to rival the iPad mini. We judge whether it's an improvement on last year's Nexus and how it compares with Apple's downsized tablet. Google has gone for a sleek black-on-black design with the new Nexus 7, which looks smart. It's also slimmer than its predecessor at just 6mm deep and weighs in at 284 grams. Most importantly, it's really comfortable to hold in your hand. Apple's preference for aluminium casing across its iPad range ensures the Mini has a suitably premium feel. Weighing 307 grams, it's light enough to comfortably hold in one hand, plus its screen measures 7.9 inches across the diagonal, the perfect size for reading ebooks. The iPad Mini's 1024 by 768 screen resolution is paltry when compared with the new Nexus 7. Boasting a 1920 by 1200 resolution, the Nexus has significantly more pixels per inch, meaning that films, ebooks, and websites will all look clearer and sharper. Plus, the Nexus 7 now has an improved colour range, meaning the screen should look both vibrant and true to life. Google claims that the new Nexus 7 is 4 times faster than the old version. Its 1.5 GHz processor certainly beats the iPad Mini's 1 GHz chip. The Mini contains the innards of the iPad 2, which means that both web browsing and gaming should be a faster, smoother experience on the Nexus. The new Nexus 7 comes with the latest version of Android Jelly Bean 4.3. This introduces a few new features like multi-user profiles, which aren't currently available as part of Apple's iOS. These mean parents can now limit access to in-app purchasing, keeping their wallets safe from their children. Despite these changes, whether you prefer Apple or Android as an operating system is a matter of personal preference. Both are easy to use, well designed, with popular app stores. The Nexus 7 is available for £199 for its 16GB model. Even though this represents a £41 price increase from the last Nexus, it's still cheaper than the iPad Mini, which starts at a pricey £269. The question of value for money is easy to answer. The Nexus offers a higher spec at a much reduced price. In terms of my first impressions of the Nexus 7, it's light enough and thin enough that you don't feel like you need to put it down or rest it against a prop. If you plan to commute, stand on a bus, or sit on a train, this is a real advantage. Compared to the old Nexus 7, the dimensions of this tablet feel different. Its screen is slightly thinner, longer, and shaped more like a smartphone. This is fantastic for video, but less successful for the web. The shape doesn't suit some sites, and you'll need to scroll a lot if holding the tablet horizontally, while some websites look stretched vertically. On the other hand, the screen looks very crisp, and there's a real clarity to video. Plus, it's easy to scroll around and find what you want. I'm quite smitten by the new Nexus 7, and I expect it's going to perform really well in our lab tests. Click on the links below for our full first look at the Nexus 7, our full review of the iPad Mini, and our 60-second guide for the difference between iOS and Android.